Welcome Sagittarius. This is your June 22nd to June 28th forecast. So we have for you Mars being sextile with Jupiter on June 22nd. And then we also have the new moon in Cancer on June 25th. And so those transits are going to highlight your spiritual growth and development. So expansive insight is available if you pause and tune in. Spirit is guiding you to embrace higher wisdom and reimagine your future through the eyes of your soul. Okay, so you're being guided to engage in visionary practices like journaling, scripting, or celestial visualization to align with your starseed mission. So many of you are starseeds here, looks like, showing up. So we also have the Empress. So you may be focusing on incorporating some divine feminine characteristics and qualities into your week here. So compassion, understanding, empathy. So you connecting more with your intuition and looking at things from your heart space may be beneficial to you here. What else? Oh, the Emperor. Wonderful. So we have the Empress and the Emperor coming out. So divine masculine qualities being of benefit to you, like leadership, service, protection, security, all of those qualities. So it's looking like a balance of the two is going to be most beneficial to you. I love that. So let's look at obstacles here. All right, so you may find that you are switching things up a little bit, that you are asked to play a different role, or you may find yourself in a different role. So you may find yourself being the peacemaker, or you may find yourself the antagonist. I mean, it does not matter here. You may just find that you are gaining different perspectives, and it's sort of being forced based on the circumstance and the situation that comes up. So it is an opportunity for you to see a different perspective and see things from different viewpoints here. So we also have you being shown the way. So as part of that process, you're gaining perspective, you're gaining higher wisdom and knowledge, and that's allowing you to make different choices based upon the wisdom that you've gained. So we have the Magician here. So you may struggle to utilize your gifts and talents. You may struggle to see that you are the Empress, that you are the Emperor. All the power that you do have, it may struggle. You may struggle this week to incorporate that into your being, your energy, and to connect with that. There may also be particular gifts and talents that you do have and abilities that you may struggle with this week. So we have the Nine of Swords here as well. So you may be a little in your mind here, a little too much overthinking, overanalyzing things, too much strategizing as opposed to making choices and moving forward, as opposed to seeing your power, as opposed to applying balance. So you'll find that it may be difficult for you if you're not able to keep the balance, if you're not applying divine feminine and masculine characteristics to your environment, and things may get a little more challenging for you. So you do have a little bit of a redirection here. So what else here? What else do you want us to know? Okay, so yeah, there may be some contrast, there may be a setback, there may be challenges that come up here. And what else? The Hermit. So you going within, you taking time to replenish yourself, to gain different perspectives here, to gain introspection, and to refill your cup is what's going to be helpful to you. And so these are areas where you may struggle, and you may, like with the Five of Pentacles and the conflict, you may find that you don't act the best, or you don't come with emotional intelligence. You may find that you may just be like, look, this is how it's going to be, or this is what I feel, and you may not be as open as collaborating here. So that is, again, going to come up as a challenge for you to work through contrasts and circumstances and situations that come up that are displeasurable to you. This is that sign to work through that in a constructive way, and to be open to different perspectives on it as well. All right, so let's see underlying issues here. So the emotional state, your emotions and balancing them. And I feel like this is also just what you're desiring and what you want. It may be different. It may not be going in that direction of things, and you may have a fear or worry that you're not going to receive what it is you want, or you're not going to accomplish your goals, or you're never going to get to that place that you're desiring. Okay. And you may also have a little bit of questions or uncertainty about surrendering to the process and allowing your higher self to guide you and lead you down the path that is for you. Okay, so that may come up as a little bit of a challenge for you. And you may have some fear surrounding that. Okay. So you want harmony. You want balance. This may be love. This may be opportunity. This may be projects. This may be a particular position or role or a business venture. So you do have those desires. And you do want to feel balanced and you want to feel fulfilled here. And you do believe that you can get there, and you absolutely can, because you trust in yourself and you know that that's a possibility, that's an outcome that you can achieve. And you also are wanting to work towards or wanting to walk towards fulfillment. Okay? So these are underlying goals, desires that you do have, fulfillment, emotional intelligence, the ability to have those regulated emotions and not have them all over the place and up and down and just things happening to where you feel like you're not in control here. Okay. All right. So you may just come across as like bored or uninterested, or just not having the desire to work through things, or to challenge yourself, or to work towards your goals. So you may be coming across in that way, or you may truly feel that way. So just be mindful of that. If that's not truly how you feel, that's the way it's coming across. Okay. What else? Okay. And this could also display in your relationships as well, and in your commitments, or the soul family that you're working with, or your colleagues, your work colleagues, or your partner here. So yeah, you may be seen as that by those individuals here, because we're really looking at external environment and what's out there, how others are viewing you and the situation here. Okay, but there is this desire here to connect with you. So whoever this is, your partners, your work colleagues, they're wanting to collaborate. They're wanting to bring things together. They're wanting to work through any differences and challenges and any contrast. So the desire to work through those things is there. So again, you may just want to be mindful about how you're showing up and how the energy that you're giving out is being perceived by others. Okay? So let's move to potential guidance here. Wonderful. So we have you being guided to connect within, to connect with your power, and truly represent who you are. Truly be the emperor. Truly be the empress. Okay? There's more messages for you as well, I'm hearing. So you being connected and strengthening that connection with your intuition, with source, with your higher self, is where you're going to receive ideas. You're going to feel more creative. You're going to feel more inspired. You're going to raise your frequency and your vibration. You're going to expand your consciousness. So it's like there's so much available to you as a part of that process of more deeply connecting. And you're going to find so many benefits and blessings as a result of that. What else? We have the Eight of Pentacles, and it's going to inspire you to get back into those inspired actions that you take towards achieving your goals. So it's going to help you to get back on track and get back into alignment with your authentic self and your true calling, the true purpose, the true reason why you came here. Okay? So you also are going to get back into working on those things and taking action toward those goals that you have ultimately. And these are like original blueprint type of goals here. What you designed for yourself to achieve and accomplish by coming here. That's what we're talking about here. So we also have opportunity coming towards you. So this, I feel like, it could be anything. It could be job opportunities. It could be opportunities to partner or collaborate with others. It could be opportunities to take on new projects or new work. It could also be a new relationship that opens up and becomes available to you. So this could be any of those things that you're desiring truly. The opportunity is there. Okay. So we have timing as well. So I do believe there's this message of divine timing and trusting in that, and trusting that things are being provided to you based off of the energy that you're putting out and what you're telling the universe subconsciously through your actions, through your thoughts, that you're ready for. So the universe is responding in kind. And you will receive exactly what is needed for you at the right time. What else do we have? We have new health routines, and you're being guided to pay attention to your health and what you decide to put into your temple. So this is your spiritual and physical health, and understanding how that impacts your frequencies. So I was saying this before, and I said it in a couple other readings, how you really focusing on yourself, body, mind, and soul obviously is going to have a greater impact to any other area within your life. Okay? So this is that confirmation that some of you are being guided to really focus on your health and wellness. And for some of you, I am hearing that if there are vices that you have, like drinking, for instance, it is totally up to you when you decide that you want to get a handle over that. But you are being guided, because those things are coming up and they will surface here as areas of growth for you, and opportunity for you to learn some lessons and to overcome some obstacles and some challenges here. So just know that that may be areas where you are being guided to focus on. Okay? So for some of you, if you're thinking that you can, and this is just an example, like if you feel like, you can drink heavily, but you're on the spiritual path and growth, like it's not gonna kind of work out that way, babes. Okay? And that's just an example, and there's no judgment there, but it is an example that someone needed to hear. So this is about really exploring, and we're all doing this. We're all doing this because I love my sweets. I love chocolate covered strawberries. That's one of my favorite foods. But I know that, I can't eat that every day. I can't indulge in that all the time, because that is just really not going to make me feel the greatest, and it's not helping me toward any health and fitness goals that I do actually have for myself, basically. So that's just, an example of you allowing those vices to overcome, and thinking that not addressing them and reading spiritual books or meditating is going to take the place of that. It doesn't take the place of that, because it's really just going to bring up and show you who you are and where are the areas of growth for you. Okay, so does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. So let's look at some outcomes here. So we have the Six of Swords. So you do have that opportunity. Many of you are going to take those lessons in stride. You're going to learn what you need to learn. You're going to stop that cycle, them cycles from happening, and those loops from continuing to occur. You're going to get what you need to get out of it, and you're going to move on. Wonderful. So we have the 10 of Pentacles here as well. So some of you are going to get back to your path. And I love to see that here. So with the Ace of Pentacles, we have that fulfillment from a financial standpoint, and this can be applied to any areas here. Our focus is really spiritual growth and development, but we are seeing the opportunity for you to be prosperous and to continue to expand your frequency and connect with more things. The higher your vibration frequency is, the more these opportunities can come to you. New jobs, money, love. Again, so it's about working on yourself, body, mind, and soul here, and allowing the opportunities to come to you because you've reached a higher frequency to where you can now see them, visualize, and become available to you. Let's see what we have. We have Divine Feminine. Wonderful, because that is confirmation here that is going to help you at this time. Those energies, that compassion, that understanding, that patience, empathy. You're being guided to really incorporate that energy into your week here. And we have the crown chakra as well. So we also talked about you and that being part of your guidance to connect within. So it may be unbalanced, so you may want to do a meditation to ensure that it's balanced. You can do a Reiki session as well. Whatever those practices are to help you open up that crown chakra and balance it is what you're being guided to do. Okay. What else do we have? So we have the Chariot, you allowing yourself to be divinely guided here. So you're opening up to that, and that may help you and inspire you on ways that you can shift and you can do different things and choose a different option. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. So there may be opportunity here for you to get out into nature. So we see you having new health routines and focusing on your health and wellness. So as a part of that, it may be taking walks. It may be grounding yourself in nature. It may be getting out more, exercising, running, doing things with your family, swimming, biking. I'm seeing like bike riding. Whatever those practices are, you may want to consider doing them in nature. Maybe even like going to the park with your coloring books or your journal and doing that. Okay, so whatever feels good to you, whatever feels right, there may be opportunity to do that out in nature here. All right, so we also have the Ace of Swords here. So you have a lot of new beginnings here. Okay, new philosophies, new ideas, new tangible things coming to you. So I believe many of the aces came out here in this reading. It's wonderful. So it's just like new opportunities, new areas to grow. So we have parenting. Okay, so we just talked about getting out into nature and doing things with the family here. So any way that you can incorporate that in, or parenting may be a focus. It may be the area here that you're being called to focus on and to do more in that area, because you know there's changes, you know there's adjustments, you know you can spend more time with the children. Okay, so again, just take what resonates, and if it's not for you, it's not. Leave it for who the message is actually for. But yeah, there may be this opportunity to show up stronger in that area. Okay, so I'm also seeing 2 7s here, so I'm just going to put them together as 77 because I've been guided to do that. So I am going to put in the video description a link to a video on the master number 77. Oh, we actually have 777 here. Okay, so for some of you, if you feel guided to look up 777, that angel number, and then for others of you, I am going to put a link in the description to a short on the master number 77. Okay, what else do we have here? We have strength. I love it. This is a wonderful way to end because we talked about some really really significant areas of growth and change and opportunity here for you, but you trusting in you and staying in the present moment and knowing that you have the power to achieve anything that you're desiring and to make and grow and strengthen any bonds that you do have, as well as expanding your consciousness and your frequency in the process as well. Okay, Sag? So those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful week.